Fashion Styling, and today we are going to talk about color palette and how it plays a role in our aesthetic. And then I'm also going to build a look from the ground up. So I trust that this will give you some impetus for your next wardrobe choice. Absolutely. So today I decided to pull out a cardigan sweater that has a button front, and it's a 3/4 sleeve. It's very lightweight, so it's not too warm. It's just really good for this time of year. And I decided to wear a white ribbed undertank to have as a base, and it also for warmth, for the early morning time when it's a little bit chillier out. And then I also chose a white jean. So in one way, I'm color blocking with white as a base, and which is really fun because white is one of the colors in the design element on the cardigan sweater that I'm wearing. Now, I don't wear this sweater very often. This is actually something that I had stashed away and I did not wear it yet this season. And because we're in April, it's the perfect time of year for me to wear it. And so I decided to pull it out, and I have the buttons closed up all the way down here, and then I have it open at the bottom. It's very comfortable that way, and it kind of covers the midriff, if you know what I mean. Yes, so we're working with that. Now the color palette of this sweater is a real interesting mix. We've got the black and white, which is a really fun dynamic in and of itself, and then you have the purple and the pink. There's just a little bit, if you look real closely at the actual colors scheme that's in there, there's just a little tiny bit of purple and pink in there. And then when you go to the more solid area, it's red. So it's a really fun, dynamic color palette for me to work with, which is really great. So I'm using white as my underbase. I'm wearing white nylons and black shoes. And I am going to have some fun now with building this look. I have a black wrap that I'm going to put on. We also have a very colorful scarf that I'm really excited about. And I just wanted to show how I'm putting this look together based on the colors. Now, my color palette, generally speaking, does not have a lot of pink or purple. I have a few pieces in my wardrobe that have little bits of that color in them, but they are not dominant in my color palette. So I'm working with black and white instead, and then I'm also using some red in the accessories that I chose to wear with it. So I just want to welcome everybody who's joined me for this Fashion Live. I'm really excited to have you guys aboard. So we're going to add another layer to what we already have. And we can choose to keep it simple or not. Now, the reason why I decided to put this wrap on top is because it kind of adds a little bit of flair to it, a little bit of swing, and it also kind of subdues the brightness of the colors and the overall color palette. Because I'm going to add something that's really busy after I put on the accessories. So this is what we're working with a wrap on top. Oh, hello. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining me. Yes, so this is 3 layers. We've got the undertank, a rib tank in white, the white jeans, a very busy cardigan sweater. Hi, great to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. And then we have the black summer wrap, which happens to be one of my favorite wraps in my closet. I wear this one quite a bit because it's so versatile and it's neutral and it goes with so many things in my wardrobe. Yes, we're rocking that, right? Okay, so now we're going to start adding some accessories. I've got a necklace that I chose that's black and white beaded that I thought would work really, really well with this. And don't mind me as I take a moment to put this on. Oftentimes when I record a fashion styling video for my channel, which you can check out with Fashion Styling with Dawn on my channel. Well, thank you so much for stopping in. You have a great day too. Yes, absolutely. So I have Fashion Styling with Dawn, and I do some videos pre-recorded that you can check out that can give you some creative impetus for your next wardrobe choice. But this time, and I usually edit out some of the stuff, you know, so you don't have to stand around and wait for me to put on the jewelry. But because I'm live, here we are. So this works really nicely. I love the way this looks. Absolutely. It really adds some dimension, and it's got black and white in it. It's very lovely. Multi-strand beaded necklace. I really like the way that looks. Really adds some flair to the look for sure. Okay, now we're going to add some earrings. And this is a white earring with a little bit of black line on it, so it looks like a marbling effect. And I thought that that would be a really great choice for this particular color scheme and the color palette that we're working with. And then of course it adds some contrast to the dark hair. There we go. So now we have some pop of color here with black and white. Yes, black and white, they just work so well together. I love black and white in a color scheme for sure. So that's why we chose white as the under foundational color, and then we're also adding the black on top in regards to how they work together functionally. And then of course we have the multicolor cardigan in between, which is a really great mix, especially for my eyeballs. I really happen to love that. Okay, now we're gonna add a really fun bracelet stack. We've got a beaded black neck bracelet that I wear a lot. Then we have solid red. And then we have one that's got some sparkle to it. It's kind of like a black with some metallic. And then this one is really fun. It's got solid red. It's got a little bit of black and white leopard print, which is one of my favorites. And then solid black and solid white. So we're adding all of that to our bracelet stack, and oh my goodness, that looks so great with the color scheme that we're wearing today. Isn't that fun? Absolutely love that. Okay, now we're gonna add one more piece. Now you may not want to add another piece in this kind of an ensemble because it's already looking really great just the way it is, but I am a maximalist when it comes to my fashion styling. And I pulled out, this is one of my favorite scarves in my wardrobe. Isn't this gorgeous? Absolutely love this one. It's got a mix of a very large floral motif in pinks and oranges. And then it also has a mix of black, white, and gray leopard print. So I just saw the color palette between the sweater and the scarf just made my eyeballs happy. So we are going to add that on top. Yay! Oh my goodness, I love this. It just makes me so happy when I look at it. Yay! Doesn't that, I think it looks great. It's so much fun. See, having fun with fashion is key to your wardrobe essential elements, you know? You just gotta have fun. You gotta mix and match and see what works for you. Because when you do that, you're gonna look forward to going to your closet and seeing what you can come up with next. I love experimenting. I love putting mixed prints together. I love working with black and white. I love knowing what my color palette is, because when you know what the colors you love are, they just work for you. And that's what's going on here. Yes, absolutely. I'm so excited that you guys joined me today. Thank you so much. You're welcome to check out my Fashion Styling with Dawn playlist, which has plenty of single outfits to show you what I wear. I try to take a picture each day of what I'm doing. And you can also check out the longer videos where I show you how I build a look from the ground up, just like I did here today. And you can also visit my website at dawnherring.net, where I have the Fun with Fashion page, and that's where I keep all of my videos and some other images. And I also do a little bit of illustration in my journal each night. I actually draw what I wear every day, and I put some of that on that page. So you're welcome to check it out. And also, if you're interested, I also have a Time to Play, which is my new blog, and I am putting lookbooks on my blog. I have 2 blog posts so far that have lookbooks where I take all of the looks from the week and I post them all in one place, and then I tell you which look won for me for the week, as well as the runner-up. And then I talk a little bit about the ways in which I put the look together and what really worked for me. So you're welcome to check that out. Just go to dawnherring.net, go to the blog hub, and go to A Time to Play, and you'll check it out right there. And I might even share a link for that new blog post that I just put out a couple days ago in my posts on YouTube so that you can check it out there too. So you're welcome to check all of that out and get some inspiration for your own wardrobe choices. Thank you so much for joining me. I've had such a great time. And I wish you a delightful day and that you will have fun with your fashion. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for joining me.